Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here, and I've got to say that was a calm and controlled performance. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first time we've beaten a team by 3 goals this season, which is just brilliant. And I know people might say it was only against Wolves, yeah, but you got to play what's in front of you. You got to have the right attitude to go into the game, and we just controlled the game throughout. I know Wolves got scored in the first half, which was a shame because that was the only negative thing we done in the game. Excuse me. And I read a lot of United posts saying, oh, the passing so sloppy. What? Sloppy passing? I thought we cut them through midfield. I thought they were so open in midfield. We could have played so many passes. We were unlucky to not be more, well, I wouldn't say more ruthless. I think we were lucky enough not to score more goals. Their keeper was actually not too bad tonight. The saves may look tame, but he saved them. The second half was different, but I'll get onto that soon. But the first half, I mean, we were just dominant in that whole half. I mean, the only reason I hope Wolves equalised is because we just didn't go 2 up. I mean, it probably would have been 2-1 at half time. You know, I would have been, you know, at least we would have had the lead to protect at half time. Should have been 5-1, but overall, I'm quite happy. You know, how the first half went, I thought it was going to be one of those games we were going to rule those opportunities. It didn't prove that. And Dado, I mean, he gets a lot of criticism, right? And for this part, I understand, because it's a ball that comes in from whoever made the pass. He's through on goal. All he has to do is put it into the net, and the keeper saves it. And then we have a moment from like a corner. I think who was it, Mbeumo or Matzo, whoever hits it. Keeper saves it. I'll give the keeper that one. That's a good save. We have another moment where Mbeumo's thrown goal. Should have scored. Then they had the clearance off the line, which I thought, okay, hats off to them. They did well not to concede a second. But when we scored a goal, it was one of the most bizarre goals I've ever seen. I think it was, who was it that, I think it was Cunha that made the assist. He's just an excellent player, man. I know he had an off game last week, you know, I won't say off game. I know he was disappointed against West Ham, but tonight he shined. And Fernandes, it was an odd goal to score because he slips, and then you think, okay, the chance is gone. I mean, I watched it on a stream, so that goal definitely did go in. I got a notification beforehand, and then he slips, and it just, and then you think, oh, okay, so he scuffs it. It still goes into the back of the net. Now, if we scored a goal like that, why did the one with Dalot and Mbeumo not go? I mean, Mbeumo, it was a bit, the keeper was too close to him, but Dalot's one should have gone in. So really, I don't know how that didn't go in to begin with, but he was good. I thought Shaw was excellent as well, making passing. I thought the passing tonight was fantastic. I mean, I don't care if it was against Wolves. We don't do this often, as we should do. And the passing was great. We just cut through them. Like, it could have been more. I mean, Wolves managed to hang in there. I can't lie on that one. They didn't have any other shot on target apart from the goal. It was just so poor from Wolves. Their play was poor. Slow tempo. When they did try to get full, we just defended it with ease. I just don't understand what the hell they were thinking. They had a good opportunity to beat us in a time where it would be perfect for them to play us, to get at least something out of the game. They were awful. The first half was a deception. They got too excited, thinking, okay, we got this United team now. Come on, let's do what other teams, you know, have been doing of late and actually try and get some points off them. Didn't happen that way. I forgot, I don't know how you pronounce this player's name. It began with a B or something like that, J something. I think it began with a J. And then he just gets it in. And I think Dalot fell asleep. Was it Dalot? One of them fell asleep at the back post. Should have defended it better. But you know what? No worries. I said as well. Even when that goal went in, I had a sense of calmness about it, because the way we were playing as if we weren't going to get beat tonight, and we were playing that we weren't really going to concede many goals. If that goal had gone, it would have been a perfect clean sheet, a perfect performance. Stuff like that's going to happen. We do concede goals. We can't control that. We certainly need better defensive structure. That's about it. And yeah, after that, our keeper didn't have a thing to do. It's like Lamens was having a tea break. He was just there, just waiting to be like, okay, when is this game finished? I've been waiting here for. I haven't had a thing to do. he did have one thing, but it was tame effort or whatever it was that happened. Wolves should have had a corner in the first half. When I looked in the replay, that's another thing right there. We didn't make the odd foul, but you know what? We were disciplined. I thought it was probably our best performance of the season by a mile. Most comfortable one. I know we conceded, but it was comfortable. Excuse me. Second half was more like, why weren't we this clinical in the first half? But Wolves made it easy for us. I think it was a Buma that got the second goal, and I think it was a Dallo assist. I might get these plays away, but Dallo assist. I don't know what on earth the keeper was thinking coming out like that. Maybe he thought he was going to get the ball. Don't know what he was thinking. Sides in, and it's 2-1. So I'm like, okay, still need a third. You know, this United team could still blow it for me. I thought it was going to be a struggle. And then we just continue to push. And then we end up scoring another goal. I think, you know, Fernandes, I had to look back at these names again to see who made the assist. Fernandes with a great ball in, and Mount. Fourth goal. Mount's been one of our important players of the season. He's actually shining at this club. Okay, one's probably using, but I mean that word's a bit exaggerated, but you know what I mean. He's been one of our most improved players. Sorts it in, and it's 3-1. And I kept having flashbacks to the Wolves game last season. No, 2 seasons ago with Ten Hag when he was still in charge. When we went 3-1 up and it was 3-3. But then it ended 4-3 to us. I had flashbacks to that. But then the penalty goes in. And then Fernandes slots it into the bottom corner. And it's 4-1. And game over. We could have had the fifth. I think first half probably kind of showed that we probably need that bit of ruthlessness. I mean, this game we can get away with because it was against an atrocious Wolves team that looked like they should already be relegated. Only 2 points out on the board. Poor. I think they're, was it 13, 14 points off safety? They ain't gonna make that. They'll probably get a win somewhere, but it'll be too late by the time that happens. They might not even beat Derby's record. Could you imagine? Oh my word. It was a good opportunity for them to play us. We could have had moments to score more. There was a block that came in. I don't think they had another clears with them, but I think the keeper made another save. We also had a free kick, which I don't think it came to anything. It hit the wall. Yeah, we just had the block. And bear in mind, that handball too for the penalty. I thought it wasn't because it was hit a bit too close to him. When I saw it, there was more than enough time for him to get his arm out the way. So he pushed it, his arm towards the ball. So that was a definite penalty. And yeah, Ahmad today was fantastic at creating opportunities, run at the opponents, getting crosses in. Crosses were good as well. I'm surprised by that. Corners could have been better. And yeah, there's not really much negatives to say about this match. There's a few. It felt like there wasn't many chances because we scored 4, so it didn't feel like we didn't create much, but we did. We also that free kick did actually it didn't hit the wall. It actually went over the bar, but it just hit the roof of the net. There wasn't really much else to say, to be honest. Wolves did. You could say damage limitations. They did okay to not let it go worse because of blocks. We could have had a fifth, although not really much happened in the after we got the 4th goal. We just saw it out. I mean, we demand ruthlessness from this team. I think tonight just shows what we can do. I keep saying it. This United team can score goals. How, for the life of me, how we didn't even manage to beat Everton, I'll never know in my life. Like, watching that, I know it was against Wolves, but United don't do this often. We should do. We go back and then we'll play Bournemouth at home, which I don't know how that one's going to be. I mean, it is against a tougher team, so would we be up for this? Would we try and work harder? Any win is welcome. Any win, I'll take it. We got by Liverpool temporarily by 2 points. I'm not going to root for that just much. No, I'm not going to root for that too much because they could easily climb back above us. And also in Bournemouth at home, that's a tricky game. I think Liverpool, I forgot who they have next. I actually forgot who they have next. I'm going to check that. But yeah, I mean, I'm cherishing this win, because this win, we don't get these type of wins often. We should do. Brighton, you could say it could have also ended 4 because they got a second goal back. But you know what? A win is a win. If it ends United 2, Bournemouth 1, let's take it. If it ends United 3, Bournemouth 2, I'm taking that too. We need as many wins as we can. Excuse me. Because last season we did lose at Wolves 2-0, but that was when we had a worse team. That was when we were at our worst. But yeah, what else can you say? Casemiro was excellent as well, holding that play as well. Matswari got physical. I mean, physicality from him is just superb on this day. Aiden Heaven, passing as well was good, controlled. Needs a bit more of an improvement, because there was an odd moment where we gave the ball away in our half, but luckily we're playing against a poor Wolves side that left so many gaps open. They looked very clueless as a team. Very clueless, I must say. We looked too comfortable. At 1-1, there was no panic. Should not concede goals like that often though. Shouldn't. That should have been a 1-0, take it, there you go. And that's also another thing too. They don't often score goals. So that's another disappointment. But that was an unlucky goal to concede. It's not like they deserve to score. They were worse in every department. They should have went 2-1 down at least. So that goal was really, it felt like a consolation to them. When I watched that goal going, I was like, this feels like a consolation than an equaliser. They don't even look like they were going to score. So we can't let teams like this back in the game. And we have a habit of doing that. But we didn't let it get to us. I think Amram gave them a rocket saying you need to be more clinical. We did tear them apart. I think there was probably, they made blocks. I don't think they made many blocks, Wolves. No, I don't think they gave away, they gave away corners, but yeah, they had some blocks, but the goals were always going to come for us tonight. I thought it was going to be a struggle, but watching the first half, yeah, there was no panic whatsoever. Yeah, got a bit distracted there again. Always seems when I'm making a video, people just, I don't know, it's a bit strange. Anytime, I don't know if it's like the venue of you lot where you make a video and at that moment nobody else comes into your room any other time. When you make a video, people come in. It's kind of like they could have done that earlier, but yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as I get to pause it, I'm good. And on my iPad, I can't pause it. But yeah, I don't want to go on about the opportunities. We could have had more. But yeah, it's nice to be top half still of the table for a change. We're joint 5th with Chelsea. I think we should be above them because of goal difference. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's good to be up there. I did say this United team probably will likely finish maybe 6th. And I'm kind of close. This is a top 6 team. Even if he gets 7th, I will be alright with that. But yeah, well into the next game, Liverpool getting a Liverpool draw, man. That's a mad game, I can't lie on that one. Leeds 3, Liverpool 3. That helped us. I feel like that made me happy because Liverpool would have won that game. We would have been on joint points with them again, but still above them. So that kind of makes a change with the money that they spent. They should not be blowing a 2-goal lead. We've been criticised for doing that in the past. Yeah, but of course, nobody goes quiet on that one, thankfully. Yeah, Arsenal losing at Villa 2-1, the drama. I don't think Villa are in a title race. I think they're having a good season. I do think it'll probably be City's to lose. I know they're not top, but I feel like they will probably nick this league. As per usual anyway, most seasons for them. Palace scraping out Fulham. Well, they got a stoppage time winner. They're having a good season. Everton 3-0 against Forest. Apart from the Newcastle defeat, Everton don't look too bad. They're climbing up the table as well. They could also get top half. They could also probably get a European spot. So it just depends. The league is so wide open for anybody to nick anything at the moment. City 3, Sunderland 0. Sunderland a bit. You think they're going to cause problems in some games, but they lose some of these games, but they struggle. So they're kind of like a yo-yo team to watch. You don't know where the struggles are going to. You don't know if they're going to have a good game or not. Kind of similar to us actually. Chelsea joined at Bournemouth. Not really much to talk about there. Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. 10-man Burnley getting a goal back. They should have nicked it. At least not nicked it, but nicked an equaliser somewhere. Brighton 1, West Brom 1. No, West Ham. My bad. I said that with. I didn't know what I was saying. Brighton 1, West Ham 1. Jared Bowen. No bigger club's gone for him yet. No offense, West Ham. No huge club has gone for Jared Bowen yet. Wow. I didn't mean it like that, West Ham. I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised that we haven't come for him. I'm surprised City haven't. I'm surprised Liverpool haven't. I'm surprised Chelsea and Arsenal haven't yet. So that's a bit of a shock. I'm surprised Tottenham didn't go for him. Maybe one of them clubs did have, did come in for him, but he said no. I guess, I don't know. But yeah, could have nicked it as well at the end too. But other joints I just burped there too. I think that's probably it. If I missed out any games, I do apologise. But yeah, this league is quite interesting so far. At least one thing's for certain. I don't think we're going to finish bottom half. We could probably end up finishing 11th. I feel like we could probably get a 7th place finish, which for me, compared to what we were last season, that's a big improvement. I know it may not like that on the pitch, but this United team's capable of winning more games. I'm telling you, we should do. We were never going to win the league. It was all about getting like a stable finish, making sure that we get at least a few wins here and there. Now I know it's not the best thing to say, but get some wins. We can afford to draw here and there, but don't draw too often and don't lose too often. I think that should be Amorim's motto to his players. Be like, make sure you win games, but don't lose too many. You can afford to drop once here and there, but make sure you just keep getting the wins. That's important. But yeah, I know people say it's just Wolves. Come on. It was against West Ham. We were against West Ham the other night, and it was just West Ham. Look how that turned out. We were controlling the game too. If anyone could see that equaliser, we would have gotten that win as well. So really, we should be in 5th or probably joint 4th. So really, we're in I thought we're in more of a forced position. I thought we should be at least a place or two, place higher right now. You got to think the drop points. Apart from Fulham way where we had opportunity to win, I think the other draws, West Ham we could have taken that 1-0. But other than that, they were pretty much draws towards the end anyway. Yeah, so I don't go for too long in this video. I usually mention about the attempts, but yeah, should have scored more. But you know what? We were ruthless enough, right? 4 goals, what more could you ask for? So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification below. So I'll see you in my next video.